Okay, this is what the entity is doing while they're pacing around my office. The entity is stalking by helicopter, so what the significance is that they're creating light activity walking all around. Ledesma's in relevant position at the van. Yu Kim in relevant position walking by. They're pacing as the other one. They close the laundry door as a means of audible activity, and as I open the door and I'm capturing demons that are pacing all around, and that demon is crossing path in the sky space. That's them monitoring together, okay? It is, again, 3:46 p.m. That's capturing what is the ongoing conspiracy between the state and the people of the state who are engaging in what is federal group stalking and monitoring together. They are also monitoring on the venue of the internet. This is Title 18 criminal in violation of Title 18 Section 2261A subsections 1 and 2. The current time right now is 3:46 p.m. Ongoing documentation of what is the maintenance of a light source in an entirely different region. And I will go ahead. This is surveillance in a parking lot. Okay, this is what Carol Lee was doing this morning. And as I speak to it, that's impossible light on the vehicle while they move. That's the monitoring your light. Okay, this is what he was doing yesterday when he arrives. Okay, coincidentally, while I'm in a relevant position and LAPD flies over by helicopter, these are demons engaging in strategic positioning and placement in concert with the state. 9JRN023, that's Hector Aparicio. He's going to federal prison. Both of his children are going to be prosecuted for being group stalkers. The minor one as well. He's 13. He's engaging in a pattern of documented criminal conduct of a federal nature. For that, his parents are going to federal prison. His older sister, who's 18, is going to federal prison, and he's going to have a federal criminal record that's going to follow him. This is demonic pacing, going in opposite directions under the light source and engineered light. This demon likes to engage in what is engineered light across the building while he's stalking me. Terrorism via directed light, just like you saw Universal Waste Systems Incorporated engage in this morning. Identical conduct, all right? System. Tiffany Sherez this morning while she's driving on this building. Identical conduct, impossible light activity. Demons under the same light source, by the way. Same property. Okay, that was at 9 o'clock. 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3. That's the pattern of conduct, not the sun. Never is sunlight ricocheting to the sides off of your building, ever. That's the pattern of conduct. The ongoing coincidence of what is stalking by police in a specific environment. That's P.O.C. Those that are not even natural born citizens, those that have been granted naturalization, they're going to be deported out of this country. All right, license 9LJM181. This is a third party engaged in what is criminal presence. This is documentation of prosecution for federal group stalking and monitoring. All right, it is currently, again, 3:48 p.m. So I want to make sure you understand that Camden, she's in the laundry room, and I'm showing you the impossible light that appears on my wall as I open the door. I'm showing you the light source, and that's surveillance that's occurring in relevant position in the laundry room. All right. As I document that, I'm showing you what is the criminal presence and the opening and closing the laundry room, like this demon is monitoring with LAPD. This is P.O.C. Hi. Vanessa Dreese's daughter, right? Yeah. Oh, okay. Thank you. All right. This is criminal presence this is 8:47 in the morning. It's visible. The light source is visible outside of this window. Hello. And here you go, right here. Okay. While the entity is maintaining light source. Right. This is relevant positioning. Pacing in and out. Amplification. Closing the door. Demons knowing what you're doing in the opposite room. Stalking. All right, and walking all around in the light. So and while I'm in my office, these are demons that are pacing all around the relevant position. They're cockroaches in the engineered light. This is criminal surveillance, and this is what the people of the state are engaging in: criminal conduct for purposes of positioning and amplified audible activity. It's also systematic harassment while the demon possessed are maintaining a level of noise for purposes of monitoring you, entirely psychotic, in concert with the entity that uses helicopter activity to also jointly communicate a threat while they're engaging in that psychotic level of group stalking. You're looking at the engineered light that Camden is standing in. That impunity, maintaining presence, that it's the same impunity when you're living in relevant position. That level of impunity is rewarded with what is federal prison. Okay, they're engaged in federal stalking on the venue of the internet in real time, and this is the light activity that I captured. Impossible light activity that you're seeing here. This is P.O.C. This is my shadow that's appearing in the corner of the wall. Impossible, speaking to what are demons that are surrounding, demons that are scattering about in the engineered light, demons that are stalking in helicopter. Okay, P.O.C. They're not only engaged in criminal surveillance, the elements of monitoring, they're also engaged in federal stalking. Title 18, 2261A, subsections 1 and 2. This is workplace terrorism, harassment, and sexual violence while I'm being subject to an ongoing system of what is federal group stalking and monitoring. The entity acting in concert with the people of the state That is engaging in group stalking in a helicopter, unheard of methods of stalking someone, engaging in what are demonic methods of monitoring, unheard of methods of stalking someone for purposes of keeping them under surveillance in violation of your constitutional and human rights. And this is what is occurring at the facilitating venue where I work and also where I live. And all 59 units, as you see, the system that's underway, while they are acting systematically, strategically, psychotically together, it's not funny. It's so psychotic. All you can do is document it. And I do laugh with regard to what justice is going to provide. And this is not just going to be justice for me that I experience. It's justice because it's going to set a precedent for the American citizens in this country. They're all going to federal prison here. That system that you just saw in operation, they are, and understand how it's occurring. They're not getting up every morning and having a PTA meeting about how are we going to target Erica. Remember, this is spiritual. This is demonic activity. You have real-time monitoring by virtue of what is the condition. These are demons. All right. And understand that the fact that it's a demonic system, that's how people are engaging in what is supposed to be a secret system. All right. Because you're not privy to the fact that they have demons all over them. And this is how you have what is that concerted conduct without anybody having a meeting in the natural. OK, they are engaging in group stalking. Group stalking is demonic conduct. It's occurring in the demonic environment. It's in what is with regard to following the targeted person, the targeted individual. All right. So anyway, it is currently, again, I want to capture, it's 3:52 p.m. I'll remind you about video documentation, but you already know that. I've already given you. The entity is keeping the light source from rising until setting. Economy in at 2301 South Euclid Avenue. That is literally the prosecution. And that's the body of evidence. I would never be able to capture the sun over me while I'm at Economy in at 231 South Euclid Avenue at 6:52 in the evening if that wasn't the light source. I can't put it there over my head at the apartment complex. That is the prosecution of a government for federal group stalking and monitoring. But I have even more, and that's why I continue to document day to day to day what I've already documented. And this is capturing what is impunity. This is capturing what is an impermissible threat. This is directly relevant to the people of the state. They are still to this day, even right now, as they're monitoring on the venue of the internet, while listening to every word. These are obsessed, demon-possessed psychopaths, obsessed, and that is shared by the entity that's stalking in a helicopter. As I walk out of my door, the light source is over. Impossible light is in my office. Impossible light is covering the ground. If the sun is over the Fontana Lewis Library today in 2002, which is the case, I documented it, there's no sun that's over in front of my office. It's never going to appear like this. Natural sunlight is never going to appear in the corner of your office, creating your shadow up right on the wall in the corner. But that's not sunlight. That's appearing inside of the laundry room, upright on the wall. Like, that's entirely demonic. And as I walk by, I'm walking by a demon. You're witnessing it. And they're engaging in criminal conduct right in the targeted individual's face. These are very serious federal offenses for which there will be very serious consequences. But today, they're doing it in open sight. Tomorrow, people will flee because California is going to be made an example out of for purposes of what you never want attached to your name, what you never want to be caught engaging in. Okay. It is currently 3:54 p.m. and I will upload video in order to just provide another picture for understanding and witnessing, again, an ongoing moment by moment exposure of a government. And let me be clear, Camden of 1804, number 5, that's the African-American female with the bald head. She's group stalking in the laundry room. Yu Kim, the Asian couple that are getting into the white vehicle, she's waving high with a smile on her face. That's a demon that's threatening your life in the specific environment. Her presence is criminal and it's facilitating group stalking and monitoring. She's also highly malicious. She's engaging in the criminal system and doing so with a smile on your face. That's it. That's showing what is a psychopath, not disarming and any less threatening. Understand that. Okay. They're engaging in what is Hector Aparicio crossing path in the engineered light. Engineered light is all over his vehicle, and he's also moving around in engineered light, which is the criminal act. Living at the crime scene is a criminal act. Engaging in surveillance, walking in and out, which is Vanessa Drees's daughter. She's crossing path while the entity is sounding helicopter activity. And again, the entity is engaging in what is a muted form. So like I stated, stalking 25, 30 times, flying for 47 minutes in a circle, doing so at a great distance, amplifying the sound in your office. The entity isn't deliberately engaging in communicating a threat, telling on itself, okay? Because if they want to, they fly around all day, all night, not making a peep, okay? I walked out to capture the people of the state group stalking out of the laundry room, crossing path, showing the light source. And guess what? I get the entity stalking by helicopter because that's what they're doing on an ongoing basis. I just happen to capture the state group stalking in the sky space while they're pacing around here. LAPD is pacing around in the sky space. They're acting together in the airspace and on the ground around me. That's group stalking. All right. It is currently, again, 3:55 p.m. and this is P.O.C. This is all occurring in the workplace. Speaker Companies is not only monitoring. Speaker Companies is not only the malicious guise under which federal group stalking monitoring is underway. It is also federal stalking that's underway. They are also monitoring what's going on my communication device. They're also engaged in state surveillance on my phone and on the internet, monitoring with the people and the state that's surrounding me, a relevant position. Understand that. All right. This is P.O.C.